Are you serious? Oh my God.
Pre-hunt snack. You got quite a few options there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with where I was this morning. And like I said, if you want to go anywhere on that 40, I seen 4 deer when it was darker. They were in the food plot on the Oak Ridge.
18th of October. It's roughly 3 o'clock, and we are headed out to the property here in central Wisconsin tonight. Me and my buddy John from school are actually gonna head back to kind of the southeast corner of the property, overlooking the Oak Woods food plot. My dad sat there last night and saw a really good buck there. So I think the activity should be pretty good there tonight. And where are you guys going?
I'll be about, I don't know, a quarter mile north of you, straight north on a different 40. Joe sat there, or close to there, and he saw a bunch of deer. There's a nice clover plot. Said it looks pretty green, so I think we'll see enough activity there.
Yeah, and my dad will also be kind of on that same 40 too as well. So we're going full force tonight, and hopefully one of us can get lucky.
Sounded like my dad had an awesome night on the north side of the property. I think Hunter Brandon had a pretty decent night. So that'll pretty much do it for this weekend. Me and Hunter will be back out here on Friday.
What's it looking like there, dude?
Hopefully the rain's gone. That's for sure. So this is in the past hour.
Hunter and I came back out to central Wisconsin last night, and we're actually gonna hunt pretty much all day today. I think we'll probably take a break between the morning and afternoon hunt yet, but last night there was a huge storm that came through here. Rained, I bet you, all night long. It actually looked like it let up on the radar right around 3 o'clock, 3:30. Me and Hunter are gonna go sneak into the stand where I killed my buck last year. We're just hoping that we can catch a big mature buck coming off of that cornfield this morning.
Yeah, I'm definitely shooting now. Should I grunt back at him?
Overall, it was a pretty good hunt for October 23rd. The deer pretty much did what we were thinking they would do, is pretty much come off of that cornfield. We ended up seeing this tight, tall buck. We definitely need to come up with a name.
Tips.
Tips. Okay, there it is. There you have it. His name is Tips. He's real tight. I mean, his tips are almost touching, like kind of like, you know. I tried grunting at that Tips buck, but he looked like he was gonna come in, but he just didn't. So, not sure how responsive they are to the grunts yet.
Well, me and JP are all set up in the stand. It's probably 1:30ish right now. Tonight we came back to the stand that we call the Oak Woods food plot. It's to the west of us, to the left of us here. We've got a camera on a scrape, and the scrape has been hot. We put some wild carrot out there like last week, Friday, and we've got a ton of different bucks on camera. I think it was the 27th or 26th, the 2 bucks appeared that we haven't ever had pictures of yet this year. I don't even think years before. We got them at 5:30 last night in daylight here. So they're moving. I'm just really hoping they kind of stay on this pattern for a day or two yet and work their way up to the scrape and work that scrape. It's definitely picking up the activity, and I couldn't be more excited to be in a tree. He doesn't seem that old, really. Come at this, great buddy. Well, I thought it was about to happen. The buck that we were after tonight shows up about 5 minutes ago. He worked a scrape right on the other side of the woods. So I thought for sure he was gonna come walk and hit this scrape over here, or at least push these does around a little bit. And I thought he might come on this side. He hits the scrape and just turns and walks back out in the grass. A little disappointing, but still exciting to be able to see him. Well, it's probably roughly 7:30 now. Me and JP ended up going back to the same spot that we sat last night and had that really good encounter with that buck that we've been getting on camera. We've got a perfect wind for this stand all day long. It's going to be a little breezy, high of like 52 or something like that. So it should be a beautiful day again. We're going to sit all day, like I said, and hopefully we get our eyes on him. Saw good activity while it was dark out yet. There's it looked like a nice 10 that was in the plot early, but it was really hard to tell. Got a full crew out, and hopefully one of us can at least get a shot at a buck. We had another decent 8 come cruising through this food plot, kind of the same path that 10 took, out of range too, but probably about 10-15 minutes ago, we looked out into the marsh and we actually saw the buck we saw last night. He came running through the marsh and actually ran into the woods on the south side of this food plot.
I think you're gonna see him.
I think we're gonna see him too. It's just a matter of fact if he comes in or not. I think we're gonna see a mature buck, that's for sure.
We came in here this morning back to the same stand that me and JP and I hunted on Friday and Saturday. We brought a decoy along with us today, Decoy Dan. We decided to slip in early because we knew we had a lot to set up. And we got all set up, got in the tree. I didn't even have an arrow knocked yet. And the buck we're calling Louie that we saw Friday night and Saturday morning came into the plot. It was just too early. He actually came right to the decoy, worked right to him. Just got light out. We've got a long morning ahead. Another mature buck might work in here. He's running now. Trotting through there. Unfortunately, Louie didn't show up in the plot. We watched him pretty much all night. Not exactly sure what our game plan is for tomorrow yet, but we'll be out somewhere.
To the table.
Lens and I came back to the spot I have been hunting pretty much this last week, going after Louie. We got Decoy Dan out. We're gonna sit tight and see what happens here. That's a nice turn. Our property's been pretty dead the last 2 days, which is very unusual. Due to the heat, I'm taking it, that's why it's slower, but we usually still see some activity. So I think a lot of these deer are running around in this area. To the east of us it's supposed to be a field, but that buck came right into him. He knows something's up now, but that's, I think, like the third buck we've seen already, and we've been in the stand for 5 minutes. He's got a tank of a body, and he's an old deer. Yeah, trying to get away from other bucks. Here comes another one. There's a buck. See that bird feeder over there? Straight behind it. I don't know if I know that deer. Bigger dude, that's Brutus. snow. Still have no sign of Bluey since Sunday, and it is now Friday, so I'm just gonna try to kill a mature buck this weekend and maybe pursue him later in the year or during gun season. To conclude our night, I'm pretty much ready just to sell everything. Give up. I'm done. It was a slow night. I was surprised we didn't see more out in this grass. I mean, you can see a ton around this area. Got 2 more days out here yet this weekend, so we're gonna give it our all yet until the end. So it's about, I don't know, like 2 o'clock. We just got out to the blind. We're actually sitting in our redneck blind tonight because it's supposed to rain here shortly. So we kind of wanted to stay out of the rain, especially for the camera gear. But we're sitting like right in the center of our property, called the Four Corners, because it's like where all the corners of our property meet. We got a food plot here. I think we got some winter rye in here yet, but we haven't been in the stand more than like 15 minutes. And we've seen a ton of deer. I don't know, like 3 or 4 bucks out there in this marsh grass with a bunch of does, and actually like 2 does, I think 2 or 3 does, and one of the bucks came running right through the plot. It was a smaller 8, but the activity's been good pretty much through here lately. I know because we had a shooter in here last night at 4:30 on camera, so yeah, this is kind of just a shot in the dark, and something might show up. We got Dan out there. This is probably gonna be the last time I use Dan, so we're gonna give him a shot. Maybe one of these bucks that are out there, or a different mature buck, will show up into the plot and we can get a shot at him. But hopefully the weather kind of doesn't get too bad and the deer continue to move. Are gonna come right here. He's gonna follow that toe. That's a big. He's coming around or not? He's walking like straight at us. I see him on the camera. I just can't tell what he's doing. Don't move. He's walking this way, dude. He's walking right here. Don't hardly move. You want him? Yeah. This way. Tell me when you're good, Logan. You're good. Oh, shit. You got that knock on it. Where is he? He's right out there in the marsh. Alright, well, it is 4:13. We got a shot off. He came right down this path, right down our 4-wheel trail, right at Dan. I shot, and he's courting away pretty hard. I would say almost at a 45, but the shot was a little back and a little low. We're definitely going to kind of keep watching this area until dark, and then either make a decision to wait later tonight or just go tomorrow morning.
That looks better.
Right.
That looks like the freaking entrance right there.
That is.
Shot him probably like right here.
Sweet, dude. That's awesome.
Oh man. Well, here he is. Super jacked to be able to find this deer and finally get our hands on him. Having all that rain that came through last night did not help us one bit. We did not hardly find any blood. Super thankful for Logan for coming out and filming me, Hunter and Brandon for being with me all the time, and the rest of the crew who helped us film and helped us throughout the entire season. It's a pretty cool way to pretty much wrap up the rut bow hunting here in Wisconsin.